Hi, I'm exactly Nerf, and this is not, in fact, a normal tactical storm. So let's address the elephant in the workshop. This is modded. Very modded, in fact. And, well, you might be asking why I chose the tactical storm of all blasters to mod. Well, I wanted a sleeper. How I define sleeper is something that looks underwhelming, and that's the point, but performs awesomely. For example, some people make their cars sleepers. They look like, say for example, a normal Volkswagen Bug, but they have a Porsche engine. And this is a sleeper blaster, so it looks like a normal tactical storm, but everybody will be surprised when I snipe people from like a lot of feet with it. I chose the tactical storm because, first off, it has very underwhelming appearance, especially with this comically small stock. Like, you wouldn't expect somebody to be unironically running this in a war with a stock this tiny, right? And another reason is when you open it up, which I'll do later in the video, you'll see that it has a fairly large plunger, especially for modern blasters. And you may be thinking, well, why don't you just buy a long shot from a thrift store? Well, because if you really see somebody walking around in an HVZ or in a war with a long shot that looks stock, is it really going to be stock? You know that it's not going to be stock. So I wanted something that would actually surprise people. Alright, now I'm going to open it up for you. Alright, so, well, I have it open now. Let's take a look. So on the spring, I had some bigger springs in it before, and it caught and primed just fine, but it was really hard to prime, so I just went with the one Chronos spring, which is more than enough. It's a spring made for heavier ammo at higher FPS, so should definitely be more than enough for lighter ammo at super high FPS. But there was a little hole in the breech area right here, so I covered it. I did my best to cover it with E-tape, or electrical tape, or modder's tape as some call it. I lost a bit of this, and I still don't know where it is, but it works just fine. There's just no spring in it. I've doubled up the catch spring, so it'll catch with almost any spring, or however many springs you want. And I've lubricated everything. Everything. So the inside's really greasy. Oh, and I almost forgot. There's nothing in there except just the barrel and the plunger. I've taken the flow restrictor out, and I've padded the plunger head. And I've also put electrical tape underneath the O-ring. So, without further ado, let's see it fire. Oh, and one last thing I almost forgot to mention. Once I get my hands on some brass, I'm going to drill out the barrel, or breech, barrel, same difference, and make it a sleeper breech, or as close as I can get with a draw this short. I've got one dart loaded in here, and I'm going to shoot it at that door there, and then we're going to go outside and fire with this monstrosity of a magazine I made. Alright, so I forgot that it's nighttime, and when it's nighttime, it's dark out, and when it's dark out, you can't see. So I'm just going to fire at the door over there, empty this whole mag, and then I'm going to show you a clip of this firing. I got a really bad clip of it just at shooting once yesterday. Alright? And just for reference, this door is about 11 steps away, but like good steps, you know? What a sight. And I put one elite dart in the bottom of the magazine, so I know when I'm out, and I know that I won't blow the rod, piston there, I'm blanking on plunger rod. And yeah, that was it. Impressive. Well, that's it for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and maybe comment if you want.